There is no low too low. There is no crime too horrific. There is no accusation that is backed by evidence that will push them off their support of Donald Trump. Well, I am back, and it would be a dirty, filthy lie to tell you that I am back and better. I'm still testing positive. I'm testing so positive for COVID that, you know, when you take the test and it has to get up to the control line, it doesn't even get to the control line before the COVID line is like, nope, you're sick. I still have a fever. I'm still not feeling well, but I'm tired of being quarantined in my own home. I am still quarantining. I'm mask guy. Brittany and I are separated. But I'm not going to lay in bed all day. So I'm here. I want to talk about all this stuff that's going on. And speaking of dirty, filthy lies, let's get to this with the Jeffrey Epstein nonsense from the release of the birthday card file. Let me say this. When there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. You hear this all the time. People talk about through lines and here's all the evidence. What more evidence do we need that Donald Trump is up to his neck involved in this? How many times has he referenced his desire to have sex with his daughter, Ivanka Trump? How many times do we need to hear audio of him remarking about a 10-year-old, a young girl going up the escalator in Trump Tower that, well, isn't it crazy? I'll be dating her in a few years. How many times do we need this? When this cartoon, when this image got released yesterday, the thing that obviously people noticed was that this isn't like a voluptuous woman drawing. This is alarming, sickeningly troubling. And then all of the wording in it, that we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Enigmas never age, Jeffrey. Here's to another year of wonder. May every day be a wonderful secret, Jeffrey. And Republicans, including the Christian MAGA base, they're here for it. They're here to defend the clear evidence that Donald Trump is involved in this disgustingness. The other thing is this. The other through line, this is on fire. The smoke is so thick that this is a check from Donald Trump, that this person is good with money and women, and that he's selling a fully depreciated woman. This female's name. Fully depreciated, I guess, because she's older now. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind, because we're coming back to it. There is smoke in the house, folks. And I have COVID. Politics is about legacy. I know this is going to seem a little odd, but where I'm going here, just follow me, track with me here. Politics is about legacy. Maybe I shouldn't be here. And when you have a power-hungry ghoul like J.D. Vance in office, his only intent is to be president of the United States, is to wield the power of the presidency. He is so willing to do it that the guy he called America's Hitler, he's now serving like a servile mutt. Remember when all the reporting about this particular birthday card broke, J.D. Vance was incredulous about it. Oh, harumph, what is this? And he tweeted this. Forgive my language, but this story is complete and utter bullshit. The Wall Street Journal should be ashamed for publishing it. Where is this letter? Would you be shocked to learn they never showed it to us before publishing it? Does anyone honestly believe this sounds like Donald Trump? Didn't really age very well, did it, JD? And yes, it does sound exactly like Donald Trump. Has anyone ever not heard of him, heard the actual audio and watched the video of him saying that when you're a star, they let you do it? You can do anything you want. Grab them by the pussy. It sounds a lot like Donald Trump, JD, and you know that. This is from the Wall Street Journal. Epstein birthday letter with Trump's signature revealed. Lawyers for Epstein's estate have given Congress a copy of the 2003 birthday book. Quote, Trump has denied writing the letter or drawing the picture, calling it a fake thing. He also filed a lawsuit against the Journal's reporters, Journal publisher Dow Jones, parent company News Corp, and executives, alleging defamation and saying the letter was non-existent. A Dow Jones spokeswoman said, "We have full confidence in the rigor and accuracy of our reporting." Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, didn't immediately respond Monday to a request for comment. Well, she eventually did. She's been on Twitter defending the credibly accused child rapist president of the United States, Donald Trump. And Politico has this. Here's the headline. White House issues fresh denials upon release of Epstein birthday greetings. Congress released a copy of the greeting that prompted Trump lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal. Wonder how that lawsuit's going to go now. I wonder. This is all fabricated. This is a fake thing. This is a hoax. This is a witch hunt. Everything that Donald Trump is accused of is just a total and complete lie until it's not. This is from Politico. Quote, top White House aides are pointing to discrepancies between the signature on the greeting and the president's signature. Quote, time for News Corp to open up that checkbook. It's not his signature. Defamation. White House Deputy Chief of Staff Taylor Budowich wrote on Twitter alongside images of Trump's signature from his first presidential term and a copy of the signed book detailing his 2024 presidential campaign. As I have said all along, it's very clear President Trump did not draw this picture and he did not sign it. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said in a statement on social media, President Trump's legal team will continue to aggressively pursue litigation. Now, we're going to go through the signatures that have been analyzed, that you can analyze for yourself, because I'm going to show you images of it all. But let me tell you, the through line is thick here. The smoke indeed is thick here. This is that image I was talking about with the check. And we're going to go back to the Wall Street Journal here. The birthday book given to Epstein in 2003 before his first arrest in 2006 was professionally bound and contained letters from dozens of Epstein's then associates, including Trump, former skeevy president Bill Clinton, and billionaire Leon Black, the Journal has reported. Some of the messages were anodyne birthday wishes, but others contained sexual references and suggestive drawings or photos. The Epstein Estate also turned over another letter from the book that references Trump. It came from businessman and longtime Mar-a-Lago member. They all hang out together. Thick as thieves, these pervs are. It came from another businessman and longtime Mar-a-Lago member, Joel Paschow, who made a crude joke about a woman whom Epstein and Trump each courted in the 1990s, according to court testimony, and people familiar with the matter. This is that photo. And while this photo and this very image appears on screen, I'll read what the Wall Street Journal has to say. The Paschow letter included a photo of a poster board size check for $22,500, which had been mocked up to appear that it was sent from Trump to Epstein. Beneath it, a caption said, Jeffrey, showing early talents with money plus women, sells fully depreciated woman's name to Donald Trump for $22,500. The woman's name is redacted in the image. And again, we should be asking the question, what exactly in the mind of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein and the Paschow guy, what exactly made this woman fully depreciated? Could it be her age? She was no longer of value. When depreciation, when you buy a car, it's immediately worth less because it's aged, right? And the longer you own that car and the older that car is, it depreciates in value. Is this how they're viewing? They're worth less the older they are, or in the reverse, they are worth more the younger they are. Is that what the tune and tenor is here? Yet MAGA Moses Mike, Mr. Evangelical Mighty Man of God, he's here for this. Republicans are here for this. They will lay down their life for their cult leader. This is the Wall Street Journal analysis of the signatures, and it's not just the signatures that match. It's the signatures and the typeface on the letter that have been put against other letters. It's not just that. It's also the third person talking and the thickness of the line drawings. We'll start with the signatures and typeface, excuse me. In the Epstein letter, Trump's signature is a squiggly Donald mimicking pubic hair. Trump often signs with his full name, but there are other examples of personal letters he sent with a similar signature and both serif lettering. And then they compare this Epstein birthday card signature, the Donald with the swoop line, against a letter he sent to George Conway with the same typeface and the same signature. And not only did they do that with George Conway, a George Conway letter, this is just two examples compared against the Epstein thing. They also compared it against a letter he sent to Hillary Clinton, the same typeface and the same signature. Now they go back to the line drawings. Remember Donald Trump, I don't draw, I've never done cartoons, even though we have public records of him auctioning off cartoons of buildings. And that's what they use to show here that it's very similar to the cartoon drawn, the not woman cartoon, the very childlike cartoon that was drawn, that every day be another wonderful secret. The Epstein letter has a line drawing that appears to be hand-drawn with a heavy marker, including a pair of small arcs denoting a woman's breasts. Let's take it easy here, Rupert Murdoch-owned Wall Street Journal. Is it woman's breasts? Not exactly voluptuous, right? Over the years, doodles and drawings of cityscapes and other subjects with similar strokes have been attributed to Trump and auctioned for charity. And then the other thing that we've all witnessed, we've all been privy to this, is the fact that he refers to himself in the third person constantly, as he did in this Epstein birthday card. The Epstein letter has a typewritten note styled as an imaginary conversation between Trump and Epstein, written in the third person. In speeches and social media posts, Trump has often referred to himself in the third person. Here are 4 video clips. Now, I'll link below. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I will link below for you to read this entire Wall Street Journal article. If I have a gift link, if they do that, I'll do the gift link. I don't know how many people can access that. Once that's been exhausted, they're pretty stingy about that. So, but I'd like to give everybody the opportunity to read this entire article and everything that's in it. I'm sure you'll be able to find this on Blue Sky and other social media sites, screenshots like I've provided now. But look, we got a problem here that goes beyond the fact that Donald Trump is credibly accused of some of the most horrific crimes that a human being can commit. That we've got a Republican Party is the more problematic area here, that a Republican Party that there is no low too low. There is no crime too horrific. There is no accusation that is backed by evidence that will push them off their support of Donald Trump. Look, there's 100 other Republicans who could take Donald Trump's place that would be equally damaging to the country. They don't want them. They want this guy. They want this guy who has hijacked conservatism, and they want him to lead. There's something nefarious that I think goes beyond all of this. Like, maybe it's blackmail, like who knows what it is? I don't know. But this is vile and disgusting, and on a tertiary level, embarrassing that this is what we've got as Americans. It makes you really understand why we are a laughingstock on a global stage, because we have allowed this. Other countries deal with their despots. We do not. We have the media asleep at the wheel here, missing the moment once again, allowing Donald Trump, dealing with Donald Trump and Kamala Harris as though they were just a couple of good politicians, just a couple of regular old people. We've got factions in either party that treated it like this. And now constitutional rights are being usurped. People are being kidnapped and disappeared with no due process. The Constitution's being shat upon on a daily basis. It's a replay of the middle of the last century. I'd love to know what you think. You can comment below this video wherever you're watching it. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I'm starting to get hot. Getting fiery while having a fever. Not great. I love and appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.